Most people undereat. The reason I know that most people undereat is because I've been a trainer for 20 years and I've talked to several hundreds, if not thousands of people about their diet and nutrition. And when it comes down to it, I'll be like, hey, what'd you eat? And a lot of times people are eating less than 1,000 calories a day. Hold on. And when they're eating less than 1,000 calories a day, they always have something in common. They're usually groggy, brain fog, low energy, no motivation. When they eat, they get full really quickly. Food doesn't sound good. They sleep poorly. And the thing is, you have to understand that you have something called a BMR, and that's basal metabolic rate, which is fancy terminology for if you just sat in bed like this all day and did nothing. Based off your size, like your height, your age, and your height, age, and weight, that would kind of tell us how many calories it takes for you to maintain functionality of your heart, brain, liver, and all the other stuff, like just like the internal functioning, right? And so let's say you're a human that most people's basal metabolic rate isn't going to be below 1,000. So right off the bat, if you're eating below 1,000, you're malnourished. You are physiologically malnourished from that standpoint, right? And I forgot my train of thought. Oh, basal metabolic rate. And so when you have your basal metabolic rate and you're not consuming enough to meet that level, your body doesn't even have enough energy to maintain its natural functions. So what does it do? It goes into fight or flight. And then what happens is you're in a constant state of fight or flight. But because you've been doing it for so long, you don't know any different. You don't know what it's like to not have brain fog. You don't know what it's like to have a normal appetite. You don't know what it's like to get normal sleep. You don't know what it's like to not have a midday crash. And then you accept that. And then we're sitting looking around, we're like, well, what is it? Well, your metabolism's dropped, right? And slowed down to match the situation you've put yourself in, which is not adequate amounts of food and fuel. And so your body's like, oh my God, when are we gonna eat again? We don't know. And so what happens is when you're eating less than 1,000 calories or you're malnourished, your body's gonna hold on to the things you do eat. So you're like, well, if I'm only eating 300, 400, 500 calories a day, why am I so big? Well, because your body is in starvation mode and your fight or flight is engaged. And so that food you are eating, when you are eating it, most of the time it's not